What's going on, guys? Welcome back to DM Garage. So as you guys seen in the previous video, we were able to get the engine out. So let me show you what's the plan for today. Alright guys, so this is where I left off last night. I still have the engine being supported by the engine hoists, so I'll be getting it out of the way soon. Okay, so this is the harness that we're gonna completely remove from the vehicle. We're not gonna use any of this stuff anymore. Okay, I still have the power steering right here, so we're still gonna leave everything on, the rack and pinion and stuff, because we need a rolling shell. Okay, the AC compressor, we need to take the vehicle to a shop so they can recover all the freon that's in the system, if any. Okay, but the main plan for today is to remove the tranny and the harness, and maybe do some interior work like on the dash. I need to remove all the harness. Alright guys, so this is where I'm at right now. So I got the harness pretty much all ready to go, but it goes inside the vehicle, right? So let me show you guys. It goes inside. Alright, so I already took the lower cover off, the one where the DLC goes. Alright, so there's the harness. Okay, so this is where it's coming in from the engine bay area, but I was trying to remove it right now. As you see, it comes through the firewall, it goes routed, and then goes all the way across the dash, and then ends up on the other side. So in order for me to remove the engine harness, I'm gonna have to remove the dash, which I was planning on doing already. We need to remove the engine harness and obviously the PCM and all that good stuff. So for right now, I'm just gonna focus more on the transmission. But in order for me to get the transmission, I gotta get the drive line out of the way, and like the whole exhaust system that goes all the way back to the muffler. Alright, let's get to work. Alright guys, so I have the whole exhaust system out. So right here, this is where the cats bolt up. Alright. Now I have to take off the heat shields. This from right here, this whole heat shield, in order for me to have access to the drive line. Alright, and we have the tranny over there. Pretty much, I believe it's only being held by that center support right there. And I gotta remove some of the lines on the left side and whatever is left of the harness, and that should be it.
Cabeza ya empezamos como es, como es, como es, como es, como es, como es,
Okay, so right now yo tengo la transmisión en pulso. Yeah. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Ready. Okay, so lo que tú vas a ir haciendo, yo voy a ir levantando la transmisión. Mira, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be doing this. Okay.
You keep laying out the block.
So I'm gonna be bringing this one back.
So you block.
And then el bloque lo vas a ir metiendo tú. and then we're slightly gonna just drop it down this way. Okay. And then once we drop it down this way, we're gonna be able to drag it out. So I'll explain why the drive shaft is still attached to this transmission. Alright guys, I bet you guys are wondering why this drive line is still attached to the transmission. Alright, so in the process of removing the subframe, the two nuts were removed. Okay, so I couldn't get this three 18mm bolts. When I was trying to remove them under the vehicle, what would do, it would raise the transmission up, which would cause this bolt to raise up out of the mounting point or the bracket. So what I ended up doing, I just unbolted it from the back from the differential and remove it completely. I have enough room to drag it out forward. So now that the transmission is off, I have more room and I have more control on stabilizing the transmission and taking this 18mm bolt off. All right, so this is how we're gonna remove the drive shaft. All right guys, check this out. So we pretty much remove the transmission, the drive shaft. The differential is still in its original spot, but everything else is removed. The harness is still here. We still gotta figure out, well, Raul, the owner, has to figure out if he wants to remove the dash today. If not, then we're gonna leave the harness how it is, and yeah, go from there. What's going on, guys? It was another successful day at the garage. So the plan for today was to completely remove the transmission, the exhaust system, and as you guys can see, we have successfully removed the drive shaft, the exhaust system, and the transmission. Okay, the other plan that we had for today was to remove the engine harness, but we ended up cutting it because we are not using this engine harness anymore. We're not using any of this BMW parts. The AC system is still here, the AC compressor and the evaporator, because we still need to take the vehicle to a shop to recover the AC system. I don't want to just open up the shredder valve and let it all go to the atmosphere.
All right, welcome back. As you can see, here we are, finished with phase one. At this point, basically the tow truck's gonna come, take the car back to our storage, and then from there, relatively soon, we should be making another video for phase two. Certainly there was a lot of takeaways for me in this car. Certainly learned a lot. And do you have any advice or any takeaways?
Yeah, so this project so far has been really challenging, and it's still gonna get more challenging after this. But then You know, that's what we like doing. We like to take challenges. So Raul, as the owner, has to decide on what he wants to do, because there's a lot of details in the vehicle, inside, outside. So he needs to decide on the upgrades he wants to do. And of course, we're not gonna give further details on what's going inside this engine bay right here. But once you guys see on the next video what we got going on, then of course we will explain. But hopefully you guys are liking these videos and follow the project. Hope you guys stay tuned.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July, guys.
And special thanks to DM Gar, true master of his craft. You know, special thanks to AR Productions, Raul, right? You know, stay tuned. I'm sure he's gonna have a few projects in between now and then. Happy 4th of July.
All right, guys. Peace.